Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Menken here with Splash Sports. Today is April 11th. A little recap on yesterday's performance. Man, if you saw how the NRFI ended in that St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies game, the St. Louis Cardinals center fielder dropped the ball and 2 runs came across in the top of the first inning. Unbelievable. But it's all right because we still ended up going 2-1 on our plays. We're still looking for that clean sweep, so let's get into it. Remember, on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game, plain and simple. A NRFI means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into my free plays, y'all know what to do. Smash that like button for me and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure to turn on those notifications. That way, every time I drop another play, you guys will be notified. All right, 2-1, not a bad day, still a winning day. Let's get a 3-0 day starting off with game number 1. We got the Minnesota Twins taking on the Detroit Tigers. Right now for the Minnesota Twins, Pablo Lopez will be on the mound. He's 1-1 this season with 12.2 innings of work, an ERA of 2.84 here with 9 Ks and 4 earned runs. He'll be matched up against the Detroit Tigers ace Tarik Skubal. Tarik Skubal is 1-0 currently this season with 12.1 innings of work with 15 strikeouts. He puts batters away, this southpaw, in 4 earned runs, as he gave up a couple runs a little later on in the game against the Oakland Athletics. Probably a couple balls he wish he had back, left him high in the zone, and the Athletic ball players took it out of the ballpark. But Tarik over here, he's a Cy Young eye caliber type of pitcher here. He's a youngster. You might not recognize his name so much, but he's got powerful stuff. He puts batters away, and he's making his name very well known for himself. I think he comes in and he shuts down this Minnesota Twins team, especially a team that has been struggling offensively. Their strikeouts is absolutely through the roof right now, especially to start the season. They're striking out a ton, and we'll see what Pablo Lopez could do with this young Tigers ball club here in the top of the or the bottom of the first, I should say. That's why in game number 1 between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers, we are smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. So on to our second game between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. Right now for the Brewers, Freddie Peralta will be on the mound with a record of 1-0 this season with 11.2 innings of work. He's got an ERA of 3.09 here, 15 Ks, as Freddie is putting batters away with 4 earned runs as well. And he'll be matched up here in Cincinnati against Nick Martinez, who came over from the San Francisco Padres. He's got 2 games started this season, no wins or losses here, 10 innings of work. He's got a higher end of an ERA with a 7.2 and 9 strikeouts with 8 earned runs this season. Clearly, Nick Martinez is having a little bit of a struggle here. And man, the way this Milwaukee Brewers team has been swinging the bats as of late, they are absolutely producing runs early. You look at yesterday's game, and the Milwaukee Brewers scored 2 runs in that top of the first against Cincinnati. I don't expect anything else to change here, as Nick Martinez is still trying to figure himself out here early on. I think this Milwaukee Brewers hot offensive lineup is going to get to Martinez here in game number 2 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. We're smacking the YRFI yes runs first inning. So we're on to our third and final game between the Oakland Athletics and the Texas Rangers. Right now for the Oakland Athletics, J.P. Sears will be on the mound with an 0-1 record this season, 9.1 innings of work, a higher end of an ERA here with an 8.68. He's only struck out 2 batters here and gave up 9 earned runs. Clearly, Sears is having a struggle to start his 2024 campaign. Then you look at this Texas Rangers team, they'll be throwing out John Gray. He's got 2 starts, no wins or losses on the season, 7.1 innings of work with an ERA of 6.14, 5 Ks on the season, but 5 earned runs in those 2 starts. I just think with both of these pitchers, I think they're still trying to figure themselves out here. The Oakland Athletics will score runs, and they'll score runs on you early. I think John Gray will have a little bit of a difficult time here, especially in the top of the first, getting out of this one against this Oakland Athletics team. I know they're awful here, but they're a team that could produce runs, and when they do, they usually produce them early on in the ball game. And then with this Texas Rangers ball club, You're running into a little bit of an injury bug here, but offensively, you still got a powerhouse lineup here, especially with Seager at that top of the lineup. I know that JP Sears has been struggling here. I like this Texas Rangers ball club getting to this Oakland Athletics JP Sears in this one. That's why in game number 3, between the Oakland Athletics and the Texas Rangers, we're also smacking the YRFI yes runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games I've selected for you today. Game number 1 between the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. We're smacking the NRFI, no runs, first inning. Game number 2 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. We're smacking the YRFI, yes runs, first inning. And game number 3 between the Oakland Athletics and the Texas Rangers. We're smacking the YRFI, yes runs, first inning. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Menken with Splash Sports. If you have not done so, smack that like button for me. It helps me out a ton, and it costs you guys none. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and also follow me on X at Nick Menken. Best of luck. Let's get that sweep.